Hey guys, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a review or a report kind of thing for the list of 10 books that I hope to read in 2018 and to update you about how I fared on that particular list. See, as you know, I'm really bad with TBRs, and this was sort of not a TBR, but it was a kind of, goal that I had, that these books, I had heard so much about these books that I really wanted to go ahead and read them, and for most part I succeeded. Of the 10 books, I was able to read 9, and the 10th one I started on the 1st of January 2019. But it's okay. I think it's fine. I did write a blog post for this one because at the time of making this list I didn't have a booktube channel, or I would have recorded it too, but I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to go ahead and check it out. So without further ado, let me do a review of the books that I wanted to read in 2018 and I did and didn't. So the first book on that list is A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Backman, and you know that I did read it because I've been talking about it everywhere on every platform, like be it Facebook reading groups, be it booktube, be it bookstagram. I even made a review video about it, and it's been everywhere. It feels like I'm a brand ambassador for that book and I need to start getting paid for it. The second book on that list was All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, and as you know, I couldn't read it in 2018, but I did start it in 2019, and I don't know how I'm going to fare on that one because I'm really not invested in that story. But there are quite a few more pages to go, so I think we can hope that it gets better. The third book on this list is Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and I watched the movie earlier this year and I read the book in November, and for some reason I liked the movie better than the book. I mean, it's not that the book is bad, but I felt connected to the movie and its characters and the script, whatever was playing out on screen, more than what was happening in the book. The fourth book on this list is a book that I cried so much while reading that I even, stunned myself. The book was that good. And the book in question is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, obviously, and it has become one of my favorite books of all time. The fifth book on this list is Ghachar Ghochar by Vivek Shanbhag, and I read this book earlier this year. I think it was April, and I loved it. It's a translation from Kannada and it's so well written, except for the ending, which I found very abrupt, and I thought it could have been explained in a much better way. But the rest of the book, talking about a family and how equations change, it was beautiful. The sixth book on this list is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and what do I say about this book? I read it in December, and it was such a beautiful experience, like reading about what happened way back when. It is something else altogether. Without a doubt, I'm going to reread it. There's absolutely no doubt about it, and I realize I'm saying it too many times, but there's absolutely no doubt about it. The seventh book on this list is My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, and I must tell you, it's such a wonderful book. I'm literally speechless. This book was that good, and if I liked Jodi Picoult's writing earlier, I love her writing now. The eighth book that I hope to read in 2018 was M and the Big Home by Jerry Pinto, and that's another book about depression, about mental illness, that was so beautifully written, and it shows that depression not only affects you as a person, it affects the people around you too. And the way Jerry Pinto has described everything is simply wonderful. Book number 9 that I hope to read in 2018 was Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and I read it and I loved it. If you see my review of Me Before You, you'll see that I was so pissed off at one particular reviewer who literally dragged this book through the mud. Obviously, I reacted to it because I felt that it was very unfair to think of things like that. The 10th and last book that I hope to read in 2018 was another book that I so absolutely and completely fell in love with in just the first 20% of the book, and The book in question is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Marianne Schaffer and Annie Barrows. I was about 20-25% into this book when I felt a choking. Like, I felt so happy reading it that I almost cried. I was sitting in a cafe, which happens a lot, and reading this book, and I just wanted to share this happiness with someone. So I immediately texted my husband saying, "This book is so good. Why haven't I read it earlier?" And I was almost crying. He was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, this is really good. This book is so good." So that was how I read The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, and by the end of it all, I fell in love with it. The romance, the camaraderie between the friends, everything is so amazing. And I keep mentioning this in my videos in which I mention this book, that I want to go to Guernsey and meet all of them. So that was how I fared with my list of 10 books that I hope to read in 2018. Did you make any such list? Did you follow it? Were you successful in completing that list? Have you made one for 2019? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.